Hello, everyone, one more time. It's really a pleasure to welcome you all here today into our first learning clinic of 2025. My name is Gorana. I'm part of the working group of Let's Connect as a liaison for the CE region. I'm really excited to introduce you to our learning clinic and to this amazing topic that we will have today. Before we start the formal introduction, if you we have interpretation to French, Spanish, and Portuguese. So if you like to participate into our learning clinic by listening to these languages, feel free to do that. A moment. So as you may probably know, the topic of this learning clinic today is WikiLearn Essentials for Course Creators, Building Community Skills Online. By this point, I think that many of us have heard about WikiLearn. Some of us may be used WikiLearn or participated to some courses, but I'm sure that some of us are maybe not so sure how to use it and they would like to learn more. And luckily, we have our amazing sharers today that will teach us how to do that. And when we talk about sharers, today we have Asaf Bartov from Wikimedia Foundation, we have Carla Toro from Wikimedia Chile, and we have Anamaria Espinoza from Wikimedia Foundation as well. They will tell us their secrets and secrets of WikiLearn and show us how we can actually use it in our improvement and how it can be actually implemented in our movement. This is a quick reminder that we need to follow trust and safety guide in our learning clinics. So if you have any safety concerns, if you are maybe feeling a little bit uncomfortable by something, please feel free to reach out to Let's Connect members. We all have letters LC next to our name, so you can send us a private message and we'll make sure that everything is followed by trust and safety guide. And when we talk about Let's Connect culture, this is also a quick reminder about what is Let's Connect all about. We had like a 2-month-long break, and we are really excited to be here today and to see this many participants. So here we at Let's Connect, we are trying to make a safe space for learning. This is a peer learning program that is operated by community, and we are also trying to listen the needs of the community and the needs of the movement, and we're trying to make this a safe space where we can all learn, where we can all share our experiences and our mistakes, our learnings, to ask questions. So we are asking all of you to feel free to ask us or our sharers anything that you would like to know a little bit more. We are always encouraging people to talk about their mistakes because we all believe that we can all learn from them and just feel safe, feel comfortable, and feel confident to open your mics and raise your opinions here. And what is the goal of this learning clinic today? We are here to discover exciting enthusiasm or interest in authoring courses on WikiLearn, but also to discover some gaps or maybe some topics that we would like to have more on WikiLearn, or some topics that maybe are not available to Wikimedians yet. And this is our agenda. After this introduction, we will have a short icebreaker. Then we will have a WikiLearn basics with Asaf. Then we will hear a little bit about course creator experience from Carla. And then we will have a Q&A with our speakers. So prepare your questions while listening to them. We will have a great discussion after as well in breakout rooms. So we will talk a little bit today, we will discuss, and hopefully we will learn a lot. I will open the floor for icebreaker, and I will invite you to participate here and to break some ice. Thank you.
Hello. Well, I'm so excited. I have been seeing all the greetings, and we are around all the world. So one of the main things that I really like to make in these kind of meetings is to have the icebreaker. So I just prepared for this icebreaker to have like some fun. I'm gonna share my screen right now, and we are gonna have. Wait, we're gonna have. I'm sorry. Struggles are real with me when I get nervous, and I think everybody has it right now. So I'm going there. Yes. So I'm gonna share the it for you. Um, I'm trying to just share this part, but so I'm asking two persons to please just well, we are excited to be here. So if someone want to be part of this, please be part of this. And I'm gonna start with this. So I'm gonna pick one card and I'm gonna answer the question. And if someone want to join to me to another question to share to pick one question or one a card can raise their hands. Okay, so I'm gonna choose like A3, and this is imagine you waking up and find out that you are inside a Wikipedia article or a Wikimedia project that what is the title? Someone want to start? Um, I think that I will be. This is the one that I really like most. Is the static that is has a cat with a lot of things that are on the four. So I will be that one because I'm a cat that attracts good things. Anyone wants to try this kind of questions? Raise our hand and open the microphone and tell me like, hey, I want to be there. So you present your name and then you say where you are from if you want to, and you can choose one card.
We do have someone in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Dapa Solomon picked A5.
A5. So if you could instantly master any skill, what will be? Or if you want to answer the other that I answered, you can do it too.
I speak.
Yes, please.
Okay. Um. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone. My name is Dapa Solomon from Nigeria. So, if I could instantly master any skill, what would it be? It's where did the Wikipedia English because it has been like uh, like uh, a bone on my throat. Like I've been struggling to understand how it works and I've been avoiding being blocked. I'm so scared of being blocked, honestly. But I'm doing fine on Wiki Commons as a documentary photographer. So I'm so scared of Wiki English, Wikipedia English. I don't want to wake up one morning and I see that my account is blocked. I can't do anything. So I'm just scared. So that is the area I would love to be good at. I'm already doing good on the Wiki Commons. I'm also trying to be good in Wikidata, but the Wikipedia English, I'm so scared of it, honestly.
Thank you so much. I'm really into the Wiki Commons too. Uh, someone want to pick one or answer one of the main questions that we already have? Thank you so much for sharing.
In the chat, we have Justice wanting to be a wine tasting expert. Grana would name her article. She would be part of an ADHD article.
I will be part of that too, Cassie. Or maybe a person who like to go further than she thinks that she can do it. But I really get into excited. I'm really excited. Anyone
We
else?
have
Or we just can
Joseph
pass with you?
Olavash picked
Mm-hmm.
A2.
Pick B. Which one?
No,
You can
A2.
Joseph Olavash picked A2.
A2. What's your common reason for procrastination while learning online? If you have one, Asaf, because I think that you're one of the most structured person that I know.
No, this isn't me. This is Jethro Lavash who picked this.
Oh, okay. Do we have any answer yet? I just cannot see right now that.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Can I speak?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Wow. I have some bad connection.
We are hearing you.
Do you hear me?
Yes. We can hear you clearly. Yes.
Maybe my internet doesn't work well. I'll try to fix it.
You can write it later if you want to, or right now. And one of the main things is like I think that Drake summarized what I feel too, is like, I feel like I have the time and then time flies and I just get freeze. But yeah, we may gonna pass to another one. But if you want to, one last one to pick one. Anyone else? Are we okay with it?
B4.
B4, yes. If online learning has a smell, what it will be?
Ah, the sea, the aqua. Yeah.
The sea. Thank you. Obi, you want to answer one of these or you want to pick one? Smell of milk.
Okay. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let me answer one before I pick mine. The one that says, what's your common reason for participating while learning online? I think for participating on online programs is that you work at your own time. And if it is a free online course, it's cheaper. You don't need to pay anything. The only frustrating aspect of it is when network decides to misbehave or when you run into a problem and you don't get to see anybody to ask for help. Then the other one is, if online learning had a smell, what would it be? I think dry weather. I would say dry weather. Then if I'm to pick one, I'll pick B2.
Okay. What's the weirdest thing you ever searched for on Wikipedia?
Who made AI?
Oh, and what was said?
I didn't get any answer.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, I just love all the answer that you made. Thank you for participating.
We have one more. I don't know, not one more. We have a few minutes left, but Drake. Tamale or tamal?
Drake?
Hello, I am Drake Tamale. I think I want to answer the one of, if online learning had a smell, what would it be? For me, it would be smell of a burning tire, a burning car tire, because it's always running and rolling. Yes.
Thank you so much. We have one question left or one hand left. Bobby? Or are we done? Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah, I've answered.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay.
The other, anyone else who wants to answer one of the main that we have or want to choose anyone, any other card? Want to pick any other card?
I
Okay.
choose A1.
A1. What's the secret talent that deserve its own Wikimedia article, or Wikimedia project participation? Or you want to choose another one?
I think mine would be my paintings, my paint.
Oh, yes, Kashi. Okay, I'm just gonna put all the questions so you can see it, and if you want to answer any of them, you can put it there. And I'm gonna pass to my colleague Asaf. This is kind of the things that we are trying to make for WikiLearn, like make this kind of funny and enjoyable learning. So hopefully you have a good time in this learning clinic. And we are so excited to share all these things. Thank you so much. I'm gonna pass for the next one. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I will introduce the WikiLearn platform briefly using slides from Wikimania. This is called recycling. It's good for the environment. So what is WikiLearn and why do you need it in your life? It's a learning platform where you can host structured and up-to-date learning resources in multiple languages, where the can be translated, the videos can be subtitled, and where you can learn and also create learning materials. The platform supports grading with automated assessments. It supports human grading of problems. You don't need another account because it works with Wikimedia accounts. It has a mobile-friendly site and app. And of course, it all runs on free software. That's what WikiLearn is. It's available at Learn, confusingly. If you've never visited, I encourage you to try it. And let's take a quick tour. So if you go to learn.wiki, you'll see a list of available courses that are already available now. As you can already see from this screenshot, they're available in more than one language. There are language selectors on that page so that you can say, well, you know, if you only read French, for example, you can select French and see what's available in French. This is what a course looks like. This is the outline of the course, just a list of units and modules and sections. Inside a particular section, it might look like this. This is a video segment. As you can see, the videos have subtitles and they are synced with the video so that as you watch, you have subtitles on the that can help you if the speech is a little unclear. And you can watch a video in another language if subtitles were contributed so that you can understand using the subtitles in another language. And you can even just copy all the subtitles and push them into machine translation if there isn't a translation into your language and use that. Here's an example of an exercise on the platform. In this case, a multiple choice question where you can mark all the correct answers and a computer can grade this. And this is an example of an open response problem, meaning an exercise where you invite people to just type in or upload a Word document with their answer. So to accommodate more complex assignments that a human instructor can then review and grade and even offer feedback on. For example, the screenshot here shows an exercise that asks you to create a mission statement for your group according to principles that were taught, in this case, in the Introduction to Partnership Building course. And so that's not the kind of thing that a computer can grade. This is for a human to grade. And after you submit your answer, here you above on a white background, you see an answer that was submitted. Black, you can see how I, as an instructor, gave feedback on this assessment in a personalized and private way. Only the learner saw this feedback in this case. The courses can be translated, as I mentioned. You can visit the translation dashboard and contribute translations yourself. Those of you listening in other languages, if you are able to translate from English, that could really help your colleagues if you contribute to translations of courses. And the translation is done on Meta using the same interface we use for translating banners and other messages. So if you've ever translated content on Meta, you will be familiar with how to translate here. We're going to drop a link in the chat to the translation page if you'd like to begin. We're going to skip this section and switch to showing you. Hang on. Yeah. So this is the outline of a course from the perspective of course builders, right? If you are building a course, you can design it, move things around, what follows what. This is the view of the mission statement video that we just saw in a screenshot. This is what it looks like. This is a component you can edit. And as you can see, this is where I put in the URL, in this case, a video that's already on Commons, and it'll be embedded in this unit. You can upload the transcript, right? The subtitles, basically, for a video. And this is where you can add components. I'm going to show that in a second. This is what the assignment looks like, right? This is the definition of the mission statement assignment that we just saw. And this is where you can sort of define what the grade would be and whether it's a mandatory assignment or not. There's a lot of flexibility here in how you design your course, your learning module. You can design courses that are just material for people to page through and watch and read. You can design it with very complex exercises and requirements and mandatory assignments. You can have discussion spaces in your course. So for example, here at the bottom of this test course, I can just click Add Component, and I'm adding a discussion space, just a place for people to have discussion on the platform. Or I can add a problem, and we can say, I don't know, multiple choice. And now you see I have a kind of a template for a multiple choice question already with a few answers. And if I click edit, I can make it, my multiple choice. Like, for example, I don't know, what is Wikimedia's vision? And then I can provide answers to end world hunger, to ensure every human has access to the sum of all knowledge. And that is the correct answer. Or to compete with, I don't know, Instagram. So these are examples, right, of incorrect answers and correct answers. And you can see it was very simple, right? I didn't have to mess around with design, HTML, things like that. I just write in this very simple markup, much simpler than Wikipedia's, and I hit save. And now I have this question ready for my learners. What else did I want to show here? Just a peek at the sort of management interface for the course. So if you are an instructor, if you run your own course, you can see here, for example, how many people have enrolled to your course, right? The total number of people who have enrolled. And you can look at the gradebook for these learners. Let's take a very quick peek. Yeah, it gives you, so in this course, there are many tasks, and you can see that quite a few people have enrolled and have not done any of the tasks. Are some who have, for example, and have received grades here in the grade book, right? So you can really track your learners and manage certificates and all kinds of other things. What else did I want to show? The translations, yes. So this, I'm going to drop it in the chat here. This is the list of courses that are waiting to be translated with the language they are waiting to be translated into. By the way, if there's a course that you like and would like to ensure is available in your language, you can ask us to enable translation, and then you can start translating it. So for example, if you watch the Open Refine for Wikimedia Commons course and you really like it, but you want to make sure it's also available in, say, Igbo, you can ask us to create to begin a translation into Igbo, and then you can start translating the contents of the course. That's it. I wanted to leave time for questions, and of course, our sharers coming up will share their actual experience building courses on this platform. To get access to the platform, you need to contact our team and fill a quick form that explains what you want to do with it and what your course will be about. I think Melissa is going to drop the link to that form in the chat in a moment. Yeah, so let's see if you have any quick questions. I'm going to look in the chat.
We are a little early. We have like 6 minutes or so if there are questions.
So is there a minimum length requirement for the course? There isn't a set limit. We've never said you have to have at least 40 pages worth of content, but it is expected that it would be a course. So if you just have, I don't know, like a one-page explanation about how to access a certain tool or something, that's less appropriate for WikiLearn. You can just put it up on a wiki page or something, right? WikiLearn is for really delivering a structured series of screens of content for learners where they can really take a course and come out with a new skill or with a new perspective on things. So, there isn't a number of slides that you have to meet or something, but yeah, if it's just like something like an informational page or I don't know, a diagram, an infographic, that's less appropriate for WikiLearn. We want courses that really take you from point A to point B in your learning. The standard duration, yeah. So there's also not a standard duration. You could have a very long course. You could run your course in a schedule. So say we start in January and we end in April, and we meet every week and we submit exercises with a deadline. You could do that. Or you could build a course that's just a course for anyone to take at their own pace whenever they want. And it's just there and people can take it, and it may take them 3 years to complete, and that's fine. Right? So you can, both of these models are accommodated. Another question. So was there a question before Suyash's question? Just wanted to make sure I didn't. Yes, there was. Is it existing videos or materials, or you can use to create a course, or create a course from scratch? There's no like WikiLearn specific bank of videos or something like that. But if you have materials that are already available and good, you are absolutely welcome to use them, to reuse them in a WikiLearn course. Take any video from Commons and you can embed it in WikiLearn. If you have a particularly great explanation that someone wrote, you can incorporate it in your course. But it's not generally like a build a course from building blocks. It's an environment for people who want to author their own learning materials. That was the answer to that question. And is there a curriculum instructor who guides people who want to create a course but don't know where to start? Yes, our team is available to support you in that. So if you fill out that form and say what is the topic you want to work on and share whatever thoughts or outline you already have. We can work with you to try to think together about whether it's an appropriate course to try, and if so, where you might gather materials and what your outline might look like. We are available to help with that. And yes, I see Melissa has shared a link. Desktop versus mobile versions. You do not need to make two versions. Thank you for that question. Yes, everything you do, you build on this platform should work fine on mobile, assuming you didn't add like custom HTML that breaks the design. But basically, text, videos, subtitles, all of that, exercises, that should work fine on mobile. So you don't need to build it twice. Is course creation open to individuals? Yes, it is. You don't need to be part of a chapter or affiliate or something like that to build a course. You are welcome to build a course individually. Any other questions I missed? Yeah, I think we're out of time, right? Some good practices to have people discover a course one has made. So once the course is made, it's on the platform. So people who visit WikiLearn could encounter it, could discover it. But of course, if people aren't already on the platform, they will not know it's there. So you will have to publicize it in other channels, just like if you build a tool or have a case study that you posted on Meta and you want people to notice it, you need to alert them to it using newsletters, talk page messages, instant messaging groups that you're part of on Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever. Yeah, so there isn't, we do have a newsletter. So if you build a course and it's ready and you want people to know that now this course is available, it can be included in our periodical newsletter that announces new courses. So that's one way to reach a new audience. I see there's plenty of questions here, so maybe we should, in the interest of time, remember them and go on with the sharing, and then those questions that are still unanswered, we can answer towards the end of the session. Should we do that, Cassie?
You do have 3 minutes.
Oh, I do have, okay.
Yeah,
Go
so
on,
if you want, and then we can go to Carla after.
Okay. So I want to create a course. How can I contact who will help me? See the links that were already shared, and we will share them again towards the end of the session. There's a link there for the form that you need to fill in order to propose a course. Are there criteria for one to be eligible to be a course creator? Basically, you just need to be a Wikimedian in good standing. So, to not be blocked, to not have any trust and safety concerns around your behavior, and we are happy to accommodate a course that you build. The courses, like I said, need to have structure. They need to be of reasonable quality. So before we let you create the course, we would like to see that you have an outline, that you have a reasonable scope, etc. So in effect, there is some selectivity or some enforcement of some minimal quality on the platform. But it's in terms of who you have to be to create a course, basically you just have to be someone who hasn't proven themselves to be disruptive. Guideline for accessibility. We don't have an explicit accessibility guideline, except we do require all videos to have subtitles. So if you have a course that involves video materials, you are required to provide subtitles, at least in the source language, to help people not just translate, but also to help people who have learning difficulties be able to access the material. Beyond that, general web accessibility standards and tips do apply, but we don't have a specific accessibility guideline beyond that. Can we issue certificates? Yes, we can. Courses can issue certificates to people who completed the course, and it is up to you as the course designer to determine what is the criteria. What are the criteria for achieving a certificate? It can be as simple as, well, if they viewed all of the units of the course, they get a certificate. Or it can be they have to have completed every exercise and every assignment with a passing grade. or it can be they have to have completed at least 6 out of 8 assignments. You can really build whatever completion criteria you want, and then those who meet those completion criteria, and only they, will receive a certificate. Okay.
We are at time. We can take one more question.
Exclusive topics around the Wikimedia movement. So yeah, that's a great question. That'll be the last question. The scope of WikiLearn. It is to be used to host any content that can be useful for Wikimedians in pursuing the Wikimedia mission. That's a very, very, very broad scope. So for example, we don't just have courses on, for example, how to edit Wikipedia, how to use OpenRefine, like directly wiki things. We also have courses on more general, what you might call soft skills, like partnership building, right? Which has nothing specifically to do with Wikimedia, but is a very useful skill for Wikimedians, how to approach partnership building, or how to identify and address online harassment. So these topics, introduction to public speaking, right? All of this can go on WikiLearn. If you want to deliver some content about high-level organic chemistry, WikiLearn is probably not the platform to do it, right? It's not just a general learning platform for any and all academic subjects. It does need to be useful for learners of the Wikimedia movement, but that's still a fairly wide scope. And yes, there is a mobile app for the platform. Okay. All right, so we are at time. If there are any other questions towards the end, we can address them as well.
Hi all, I think I can go right now. Yeah. I will share my screen. Great. So hi everyone, I'm Carla from Wikimedia Chile, and I'm gonna talk about the Wikidata online course that we do here in Wikimedia Chile. So for some context, we've been doing this course since 2021. It's an annual course on Wikidata for Latin America and all of the people who talk in Spanish. We have more than 100 participants each year, so it's a big course. It's a really big course for us, and the methodology that we use is something inherited from the pandemic. You remember in those times, everyone was doing some seminars or course in Zoom with some live sessions and everything. So we were doing that. For 3 years, we did the course with live sessions, 4 live sessions in 1 month, with some exercise, and we use Excel to keep track of all of the assignments of class attendance and everything. And no shade to Excel, but it was not something that really helped us to track everything. And in 2023, I remember I talked with Melissa from the WikiLearn team to explore the possibility to move this course to the platform, because it was something that we already have packed, like the version 2 and 3 of the course was practically the same. We had all of the assignments, all of the PowerPoints or presentations already done, and all of the course already done. We only had to, I don't know, like someone had to give the live sessions each year, and of course keep track the segments. But it was something that we already have in a box, like packed to train. So we explored this possibility, and we start using WikiLearn in the version of 2024, because, as I said, we had many problems, I would say, because we couldn't track many people at the same time. we had more than 100 participants. We were unable to see the progress or metrics for participants because there were so many people. We obviously couldn't keep track of everything, and it was we had many space for error, and I didn't like that. So we choose WikiLearn because it was a platform that we could see that it was something that could really help us to give a better experience to those learners and everyone involved in the course. And something that we saw, like the benefits that we saw using WikiLearn, for example, was metrics. And I can't stress this enough because you need metrics to see if you achieve your goals, if you are part of a chapter or any organization. You know that you need metrics to see if you reach certain goal and everything. So that was something that we were unable to track and to see if someone completed the course and finish all the assignments and everything. We tried, but it was not something that we could track 100%. But some benefits from metrics, it was like we now can see the percentage of people that finished the course, the percentage of people that did good or not on the course, because in the other way around, we only could see that, okay, some people did good in the course, but some people didn't finish the course or didn't put their class attendance or everything in Excel. So we lost them that people in the span of the course. Other benefits that we saw is that people can rewatch the videos and can interact with other students in the discussion. Previously, we shared a Drive folder, and that was some kind of it wasn't right because some people had issues with Google, and it's okay with that because of privacy and everything. And we only give them the recordings, and if you remember those pandemic times, in the live sessions we cover so many topics. So if you wanted to rewatch some specific topic, you had to go to the recording of one live session that was like an hour and a half, and you had to start skipping some parts and everything. So eventually you stop looking for that part and don't watch the videos. But with this platform, people can rewatch some stuff, and we have discussions and everything that students can interact with each other. The other thing is that quizzes were great at the moment because we only use multiple choice. So as Asaf mentioned before, we use that thing. We didn't use some open assignments because we were exploring the platform. But for multiple choice, I think it was right for the first version of the course in WikiLearn. And another benefit is that we saw that it is one-time investment in the platform. This means that we put the content in the WikiLearn platform, and actually the course is like an annual course. We only give the course in October, but because right now it's in WikiLearn and we only had to reassign some dates to the assignments and everything, this year we're going to offer the course twice in a year, in March and October. So it's a great thing for us because we can reach for more people, for different kind of people also. And it's a one-time investment for this. You don't have to be there doing the live sessions and everything. You only have to keep track of the discussions of the cohort of the or the group that is doing the WikiLearn or the course in the year and everything. And as you can imagine, my favorite feature as an instructor is the auto-generated reports. I'm a big fan of metrics and everything, so this part of the course, it was really something magical for me, because you can see a lot of things and a lot of reports. For example, you can view how many students issue a certificate, how many are in the course. I don't know, the progress of all of the people, as Asaf showed us before, and everything. And this was something that uh, really kept me like loving the WikiLearn platform, because in the other way around, I was doing this, but in an Excel sheet and everything, and it was really tedious for me to do. And right now with the platform, I can only push a button and the report is generated. So that was really awesome. And if you ask me if I'm going to use WikiLearn in the future, yes, I'm still going to use it, and I think you should use it too, of course, within the scope of the WikiLearn platform and everything. We had like a great support from people behind the platform. I owe a big thank you to Melissa for everything, for being with me in Wikimedia, working through the platform and everything. And from an instructor point of view, it made my life so much easier, because I didn't have to be in the live sessions, doing everything and all of the course and all. Yeah. I have only, I mean, I only need to be there, seeing the discussions from the students, engaging in those topics and everything. But I have more time to concentrate in other things about the course, yeah, but giving support for other students and everything. So I'm gonna show the course that we have here in Wikidata, because I think I have a few minutes left. It's here. Sorry, it's in Spanish. It's because the course is in Spanish, but as you can see, here is the course. We have unit 0, because you have to introduce yourself and everyone in the course. I have a unit 1 that it's an introduction for Wikimedia and Wikidata. Unit 2, the structure of data. Unit 3, how to query the platform. Unit 4, the visualization and some useful tools. And another unit for the final course, where you can put, I don't know, like a survey, and you can put only like important information for your students and everything. And you can see the course as an staff, as a specific student. For example, I'm here in my institutional account, but I'm going to see as myself my volunteer account. And I can see, okay, the certificate for this account is ready, and I can see the progress, for example, the progress for this person or anything. You can see as a staff and everything. you can see the discussion progress, the instructor view. You can see how many people were in the last track. You can see it was more than 100 people. You can see, or you can set cohorts or extensions for some students. I had some students last year that they had some problems, familiar problems, and family emergencies and everything, and they wanted some extension, and I was okay with that. So here I gave them some extension to for the certificate because they really want it and they really want to do the course and everything. You can download all of the data, and something that it's also awesome and I forgot to mention is that email. In the previous issues or the previous versions of the Wikidata course in Spanish, I had to gather all the emails of every participant. Somehow people don't put their email, the right email in the form. I don't know why, but I lost many people with that issue. But here, because they have to like register with their Wikimedia account, it is enrolled with their Wikimedia accounts and their email with this. So here I can send the email for all of the students or I don't know, a few students and everything, and I don't have to gather that information elsewhere, move to my email, set up a new email, copy paste all of the emails and everything. So this is something that really changed my life as an instructor for a course of Wikimedia. And I think that's it. I don't know how else can I set this, but WikiLearn is a really great platform, and for me and for Wikimedia Chile is something that we are going to use with another course. This was like an exploratory course for us because it was something that had like a 3 or 4th versions earlier and everything. So we only had to migrate all of our course and videos and everything to a new platform. But this year we want to expand for other courses that we were doing here in the chapter. So I think that's it. I'm going to stop share the screen, and thank you for having me.
Thank you, Carla. This is really insightful to see the real life experience and the challenges, benefits, like the journey. Now we will go for the Q&A part, and we will be seeing what are the questions that we have in our chat and Etherpad. I'll be addressing the questions one by one, and I would request the sharers, if you want to answer any of this, please raise your hand and I'll pass the mic to you. Thank you. The first question that I see, which is yet unanswered. Okay. What tools and support does WikiLearn offer to help improve the quality of learning materials? That is on the Etherpad.
Can you repeat the question one more time, Chinu?
Yeah, I'll just share my screen so that we all can see the questions. So the question that I'm reading now is the question number 14. What tools and support does WikiLearn offer to help improve the quality of learning materials?
I don't know if Asaf or Melissa is here that can answer this question, because I actually don't know if WikiLearn offers something to improve the quality of learning materials. from my perspective, we've been doing that course for a while, so we had some feedback and everything. But I don't know if from the platform per se has something to offer.
Yeah, we don't have any special tools. We do have support available if you want to consult with the team. We have some expertise in the team in designing learning materials, but you need to ask, and you need to have something ready for us to look over. So you need to come up with some outline or exercise or something you want our advice on, and then show it and say, hey, can you think of ways to improve this exercise? Or I'm wondering how to structure this piece and I'm struggling with it. And then we can just offer you the benefit of our experience. But we don't have any particular structured tools to improve quality. We do envision in the future that the community of curriculum developers on WikiLearn can begin to develop community practices of quality, such as peer review and maybe workshopping, so that people who are building courses can workshop them together. If you're not familiar with the use of workshop as a verb, it means to jointly work on something and improve it. So these are things we envision happening later. We also envision having some kind of quality process like Wikipedia has for featured articles. Eventually, we will find a way to define what makes a course featured on WikiLearn so that we can highlight the best of the best. And presumably, such a review process will also point out any deficiencies or things that need to be improved. But at the moment, it's basically just responsive support if and when you turn to us and ask for help.
Thank you, Asaf. That is a very detailed answer about the question. Melissa, I see you have raised your hand. Please proceed.
Thank you, Chinu. Thank you, Asaf and Carla. Yeah, just to complement what was already shared, one thing that is a good practice at the moment is that WikiLearn also has a feature that allows you to give beta test access to people to your course before you make it public. So you can, as you develop your course, incorporate this moment where you invite, people that come from your intended audience or other people in your community or colleagues to do a first run of the course and then make suggestions for improvement before that open date. So yeah, that's something that is available at the moment too. Thank you.
That makes me curious about something. Yeah, I see, Cassie, your hand raised. Please go ahead.
It's just for timing. I want to give time for our activities, so maybe 2 more questions, and then maybe we can save the Q&A for after.
Sure. Thanks for the flag. So maybe just we can take next 2 questions from here. So question number 15 is, how can new course creators get started and contribute to the learning ecosystem to the WikiLearn? I think that is also already answered. Okay, this is already answered. Okay, question number 19. What type of topics or skills are the best suited for the WikiLearn courses? What types of topics or skills are best suited for WikiLearn courses? Melissa? Okay.
If Melissa isn't ready, I can offer an answer. Really, like I said before, any topic that is useful, potentially useful for Wikimedia volunteers can be a topic for WikiLearn. So it can be a very technical topic, like how to use a particular technical tool. It can even teach a programming technique, but it can range all the way to very social skills or theoretical skills. We could have a course about the theoretical foundations of peer production of knowledge systems, something that is not at all about practical skills, but about educating ourselves about the theoretical underpinnings of our work. So really, any topic, it's not just for technical topics, it's not just for hand-wavy talking head videos. You can make out of it whatever you need.
still useful for Wikimedia volunteers?
Yeah, I'd say as a best practice, look at the issues that your community is struggling with, see where, like the way that Carla made her presentation, right? She was identifying all of these issues that she was having on her journey of offering, upskilling her community on Wikidata. So, like doing that kind of analysis might give you like a really good clue of what the Wikimedians that you work with are actually looking for, they actually need. And then I decide if WikiLearn, if an online learning experience is suitable for that. So yeah, what are the topics that your community is more passionate about, that you have been talking about for a long time? What are the skills that could help you reach your goals more effectively? And and then come to WikiLearn to see if that's maybe there's a course that already exists about it and you just need to translate it. So look at the catalog of what exists right now. So yeah, I would also offer those as pointers.
Thank you, Asaf. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, so we'll park the questions, like rest of the questions on the Etherpad and chat for the later. Now I'll request Cassie to switch to the activity part and we will be into breakout rooms. I request those who need translation support or interpretations, please stay in the main room because that is where we will be having our interpreters. And yeah, over to you, Cassie.
Hello, hello. It'll be between me and Anamaria, who will be leading the activity. We will have 3 breakout rooms, this being one of them, and then 2 more. So if, like Chinu said, if you need interpretation, please stay here. Do not go into another room when you see it pop up on your screen. My team will drop the Etherpad that we will use for the activity, and I will be assigning you to a breakout room. Give me 1 second while I do that. So give me about a minute or 2 and we will start. Anamaria, if you want to get on mic, but if you want to wait till the whole thing starts. But I think explaining the activity would be necessary first before we go into breakout rooms. So I'll pass the mic to you.
Hi again. Well, we are going to have this breaking room and I'm going to share my screen right now so you can see the questions. This main question that we are going to be discussing in the breaking rooms are related with our topic right now. So we have it here. Okay. How could WikiLearn help with capacity building in your community? This is the first one. And then we want to discuss if could create a WikiLearn course for your community. What will be the topic and characteristic that you will prioritize? So if you see this right now, it's related most with one of the questions that you already had done. So I think we're going to have really a good conversation and we're going to share about this. I'll be in one room, Asaf will be in another, and we'll be parting there. If you need help or something else, please speak or try to talk. And one thing that I really like to remember in this kind of discussion is there is a co-creating part that it's really needed here, that the thing that try to speak and try to put yourself out. And there's no answers that are wrong at all. So we can just share all the main thinkings. And then we can have really good idea together. So please, let's connect and let's share. We're gonna wait for Cassie to put it in a breaking room. So if you're ready, just tell me. I'm not putting pressures, Cassie, but but yeah, we'll have it here. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you, Anamaria. Okay, y'all, give me about a minute while I do this. So I'm gonna actually stop the recording. Let's give it like 20 seconds and then we can continue if I want to come back.
Sure.
Is everyone back? I think so.
Yeah, we are back.
Okay, just to let everyone, team know, we are about 12 minutes over time.
Are you ready, Anna, for the reflection part? Okay.
Yes, thank you so much. You can go to the board that we have been sharing. Please, please, please help me with this to writing. I speak Spanish, as you can see, so I will don't feel ashamed if you write the things in not a good shape. Is learning is a path that we have to share, and you can just write if you don't if you feel like to. This is the Canva board if you want to. Thank you so much. And let's share. If someone wants to share the first question that have discussed in the group is like, how could WikiLearn help with capacity building in your community? I'm gonna share the screen so we can do it. Oh, I'm sharing right now, right? Yeah. No, wait. I'm going there. Okay. But I have to go out from the full screen because I cannot write. Okay. Someone want to share like which was the first thought related with this? Thank you, Anthony. Oh, Imelda. Yeah, there's like we in our room was like a working room with Anthony. So we are talking about partnership with Asaf and which kind of like trying to make like development. Oh, thank you for moving all this. You can raise your hands or just open your mic and speak or write it. Any thoughts? Any comments? That has happened with these two topics. How can we learn to build capacity? And that is a result of all the um, conversation we already had in our rooms. Okay, since we have this, I could start like reading some of these thoughts. Someone was telling about opportunities getting your advocates involved in the movement. They are saying like course about English Wikipedia editing. Oh, thank you. Everything is moving right now, but thank you. We are talking about opportunities getting your advocates involving with the movements. Translation available and moving beyond the PDF. Yes. Courses needed, Wikicode, Wiki, dictionary translations, and transcriptions on Wikimedia projects. And yeah, thank you, Melissa. WikiLearn can be good resources for teaching newbies who wants to learn the best of the Wikipedia. We were in our group, we were talking about translation for those courses to make more engagement for people who are not speaking English. But as Asaf said before, if you want to be part of it, you can go through this to try to translate and be part of the community. Thank you so much for sharing, Carla. We really liked it that much. Yes. Okay, someone else wants to share here.
Well, in the room that we were in, we decided like the questions, so discuss the questions that we had. So one is the pointer that came up is using WikiLearn for curated campaigns like you know, Wiki loves monuments and like what could be the best outcome of that was around it. Then another point that Justice raised is before communities start working on some tool or a feature, maybe having a WikiLearn course on the utility part and handling over to the communities beforehand, that tutorial will be helpful. Then Corona also mentioned that any follow-up set, like a set of follow-up assignment and implementation part, if that could be incorporated into any WikiLearn course, that will be helpful for having a continuous follow-up with in-person participation workshops like that. Then Vera also mentioned that improving the skills of existing editors, that can be also put into one of the WikiLearn courses. For example, how referencing works, how the neutral content should be created, handling disputes, etc. Then I communicated that what should be the best practices or the effective ways of communication to start communicating in a global conversation. A course around that would be helpful. So yeah, these were some of the updates that we discussed in our room.
Thank you so much. There was a really good input on all this intervention. I really think that this communication in a global environment could be good for leadership and to the community when they are like doing campaigns. And I think this is a really good one. I think we have a lot of information that is really, really rich. When I was in my group, we were talking about like learning basic to WikiLearn, even though, and yeah. Who else wants to share? I'm gonna erase this, so since we have it all there, to keep it like. Okay, so thank you so much for all these inputs. I think that, and no, I would think that this is really good for us, for a team of WikiLearn, to see all this part related. And yeah, for all the input that we already have, we may be thinking to how to make it better always. And yeah, I'll pass to the next. We are gonna keep this board if you want to come back and write it, some thoughts, or just to, yeah, just to go through. Thank you so much. I'll pass to the next part.
Asaf, are you there in the room?
The area right now.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Okay. So before we go for the formal closure, we just wanted to drop some of the reminders for the further learning materials and resources on the WikiLearn platform that the participants can explore. For example, introduction to WikiLearn for the learners, I would request my colleagues to drop the links in the chat by the time I mention these things. Thank you. So yeah, some of the things that you can explore on your own while you go back after the learning clinic. So yeah, here are some of the important links that is in the chat. Introduction to the WikiLearn for the learners, then a course on how to build different courses on your platforms, then experience of the course builders, and the WikiLearn news. So these are some of the things that we will request you to please keep an eye on, and any of the feedback, any of the suggestions or concerns that you have, please feel free to reach out to our sharers, Melissa and Asaf. They'll be happy to connect to you. And also the Canva board is always open. So if you feel like seeing any of the potential courses from your communities or regions, please feel free to mark it on there. And yeah, I'll pass it on to my colleague Anthony for the closing. Can we close the recording, Cassie?
Thanks, Gina. So